Hi guys, my name is Madison. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I post vlogs, lifestyle videos, fashion, books, a lot of different things that I'm interested in. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Today I'm going to be talking about the books that I have most recently read and just kind of give you guys my thoughts. I would like recommend them to you guys. So the first book I'm going to start with is Film for Her by Orion Carlotto. I have just been recently obsessed with Orion. Well, for about like a couple months now. I love her writing. Like, I want to be best friends with her, and reading her books makes me feel like I'm her best friend. This book is just filled with love, heartbreak, relationships, both romantic and platonic, and just learning about how to find yourself, whether that's just talking with your family about how you got your name, or it's roaming the streets of Paris, LA, New York with strangers and your friends. I hold this book very close to my heart. Like, just even the pictures like are just so beautiful. I've only read through this once and it still is like in my head, because I'll be like going on with my day and then I'll do something and it'll just like remind me of a poem that I read in here, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I have to go back and reread the poem. I love it. I would definitely recommend it to you, especially if you are a young girl. My favorite poem in here is Naked Orchards. The next book I read is also by Orion Carlotto, and this was her first poetry book she wrote, and then the Film for Her was her second one. The feelings that I get when I read this book, like the romantic, hopeless romantic, like it's so close to home for me, especially because I am a hopeless romantic, and I definitely believe I'm going to meet my soulmate in a coffee shop and he's going to be reading a book that I have read. So we can talk about it and that's how we'll fall in love. But falling hopelessly in love, heartbreak to the point where you feel like you are losing a limb. Words from many different states of grief, self-love, inner peace, and healing. Slowly but surely, definitely healing in this. My favorite poem from this, Your Unsuitable Lover. This is one of my favorite books, like, that I've ever read. I've read it like 3 times and I always just come back to it because I guess it's like one of my comfort books. But I love the movie. The movie is like imprinted in my brain, like I know it by heart. And so when I read this, I just like picture the movie and it's just like, oh, it just like, I don't have any words. Like, it literally leaves me speechless. If you love the movie, you should definitely read the book, because it just goes more into detail in the love story and the connection. It really just pulls you in and makes you feel what they are feeling in this book, to the point where you just go numb. Like, it's truly an amazing book. The fact that John Green just like created this in his head is beyond amazing. Can't even like comprehend math, let alone create a whole book. Basically, these two characters fall in love. They both have different kinds of cancer, and that's how they met, in a support group. It goes through their love story. It's so good. And if you're a hopeless romantic, you will love this book. My favorite quote from this book, maybe okay will be our always. The next book is The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. I just most recently read this for the first time. I like finished it like last week. Whoa, it gets you in your feels. I feel like so bad for the character Esther, but even like the fact that it's like not that far off from Sylvia's actual life. It's just so sad and like it just gut-wrenching. It just leaves you feeling so empty but brilliant and beautiful. The more I read, like the more I just kept reading this book, the more I felt bad for Esther. The writing in this is so beautiful. Just like, it's just, every word is in this book is just so impeccable, and it also leaves me speechless. Like I clearly don't have a lot of vocabulary. So I just keep saying the same stuff over and over again. It's just like nobody truly cares about her, like her well-being. Like it's so sad. My favorite passage from this book is on page 202. I mean, like even like the fig tree analogy, like, and it's just so sad. Okay, I'm gonna say a little spoiler, so if you have not read The Bell Jar, fast forward a minute, but the fact that she gets electric shock therapy is insane. It's so sad. I just feel so bad for her, and like all like the attempts that she does, like I just truly feel so bad. And the fact that Sylvia was able to put all of this in like writing, like these feelings that people get in writing, it's so crazy. So this next book is My Year and Relaxation by Otessa Moshfegh. I don't know how I felt about this book. Like I didn't know whether to hate it or love it. I know like a lot of influencers and people that I know have read this, they say like they love this book. It's like on their top list book, but also like maybe I'm not understanding it like how other people do. I think there's definitely this is definitely a book that everybody that reads it is gonna interpret it a different way. Cause like when I read this book I was like, what? But then when other people read this book they're like, oh my god, my life has changed. So you'll just have to read it if you want to read it. I definitely couldn't put it down. Like I really couldn't put it down. Just look at how beautiful the cover photo is. It definitely is a beautiful book. I don't know how to I don't know if I hate it or not. No, that's all I have to say about this book is I literally do not know. But here is one of my favorite passages from page 76. And those are all the books that I most recently read. I love all of them though, like they're just so good. I would definitely recommend you guys to read all of them. I don't know about this one, you'll just have to read it on your own, I guess, and interpret it how you feel about it. I honestly kind of want to reread it because I read it like a few months ago and I kind of like don't even really remember a lot of it. I have some books that I want to read. Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. I read this my senior year in high school. Clearly left a mark on me because I went to buy it after I graduated because I was like, oh my god, I need this book. It's so like weird. Another book I have already read is Girl Stolen by April Henry, and I read this in like middle school. It's about a blind girl that gets stolen. When I first read this, I just like loved it so much, and then like over the years I would just like randomly think of it, and then I saw it at a thrift store and I was like, okay, I need to get this because I have to reread it. So I'm really excited to reread it. I did start it. I'm like a couple chapters in already, but another book I just randomly thrifted It's called The Last Bolin by Karen Harper. And then here's the back of it. It just seemed interesting. It seems interesting, and I mean the cover is just so pretty. Like this lady, she is slaying. But yeah, it's a pretty big book, so it might take me like a couple months because I'm not a fast reader. But yeah, I'll let you guys know how it is. But The Paris Wife, and it's about this girl who meets Ernest Hemingway and her life changes forever. But look at how cute the cover is, and it's like Paris, and I'm like, ugh, I just want to go to Paris so bad. Like I just want to like stay in a little hotel with my view of the Eiffel Tower and walk the streets with the bed bugs and the rats, holding a $10 little cup of coffee with a baguette. Like that's real right now. And then last but not least, Gone Girl. I have seen so many influencers that I watch, they love this book, and I've never read it. Gilligan Flynn, that's who wrote it. I actually don't even know what it's about. Let you guys know my thoughts about this one as well. That's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like more book videos, please comment some recommendations for me, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!